Is it live? Nobody knows. Yes, it is.
It says it is.
You are live. That was a nice little message. It was like,
Oh, it gives you a message now? Then
yeah,
give
it
me a
said right there.
message.
It was like, you are live.
Yeah,
It
it
was an
went on
exclamation.
the front of the screen. The front of the screen? The middle of the screen? There we go.
Whatever it is. I don't know if you can see comments on your side. Um, are you on a laptop or on a computer? You might be.
Yes, I can. If I hit the live comments, yes.
Okay, cool. Because when they're on a cell phone, they can't see.
Oh,
So
yeah.
they just kind of like look at us and they're like, just tell me what's happening. I don't know what's happening.
No, I'm using like all my streaming stuff,
Looks
my
good.
microphone and all that. So
It looks awesome.
thank you.
I love it.
I like the studio in the background.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, it makes me look professional.
Yeah.
Now, is it just that wall or is it the whole room?
It is. It's the whole room. So it is the whole room.
That's good.
You can't. I'm afraid I'm gonna unplug something, but you can kind of see
Right.
that. So all that stuff on the wall. So that's like all my specially made soundproofing. So
That's awesome.
yeah.
Yeah, like see, most people that stream, it's like that one wall. Like they don't do the.
Oh
rest
yeah,
of
they
the
don't do like the whole thing. No. This is actually my like recording studio. This is where I like record bands and do all that fun stuff.
That's awesome. I love
Yeah.
it.
It's like a buddy of mine that is a streamer, and he just did one wall, but it wasn't even like professional done. It wasn't like soundproofing. It was actually egg crate mattress, and he just spray painted it. So
Yes.
it did look like,
Well, that's
good.
good.
It looked like legit stuff, but it was literally like this like fancy ass egg crate he bought for like $30, and he cut it into squares and like spray painted it.
No, I've literally seen studios that buy stuff off Wish.com, and it honestly looks not too bad. But they'll just do like one little section of their room to make it look like they're super professional, and then you like see the whole photo and you're like, oh,
You're like, okay.
I feel
Yeah.
like Wish is like hit and miss because we've ordered a lot of stuff from Wish just to try it out, and there's some stuff where it's like, okay, this is actually pretty good. It's like the legit thing, and then we've gotten stuff and we're like, that is not even close.
Did you order that? Who ordered that?
I don't even know what the fuck this is supposed to be.
sounds about right. I've that's literally one of my things that I want to do with the funeral portrait is we want to start doing like more YouTube content, and just especially when we're all together again. Right now we're so spread out, but once we can be together, we want to do like a band practice with Wish instruments
Oh my gosh, yes.
because I found like a guitar that was like $10. I just want to like try and just use it.
I feel like that would be like a fun series. Like you should
Yeah,
just
oh,
make
yeah.
that a series.
Yeah,
That
it's
would
gonna
be-
happen. It's gonna happen.
That
That's-
would be fun.
It's amazing.
So here's the biggest thing. I want to get the big thing out right off the bat. So tell us about the signing with the record deal.
Oh my God! Finally, so for like about oh man, it's been in the works for I'm trying to think like close to a year now. So last July we released our song Holy Water, which did really well at first, and we were like, oh my God, this is cool. And then all of a sudden we started getting hit up by managers and all these people in the industry being like, hey, this song's cool. You guys are a cool band. And I was like, you didn't think we were a cool band before? Okay. So
Fine.
but long story short, since it was doing so well, everybody wanted to get involved, and we were just like, we kind of just like doing it ourselves. And then we finally found the right manager that then found the right label, and that's Better Noise, and they have Five Finger Death Punch. They have Motley Crue. That was the name I was trying to remember. I don't know why it took me forever. Motley Crue. They have Papa Roach. They have From Ashes to New. They have Fire from the Gods. Oh my God, the list just goes on and on. Like if they are on the radio and they're like rock music, they have them. So it's really cool.
So
awesome.
it sounds like they're like the new age like Roadrunner records. Do you remember when Roadrunner had like everybody?
Yeah.
Like
Yep.
if you were in heavy metal or hard rock, you were on Roadrunner if you were somebody.
Yeah, that was the day.
Well, yeah, that was
We've been in too long. That's all it is.
I know. Me
That was
too.
like 98, 99.
Yeah.
Way back. Everybody's like, who the fuck is Roadrunner Records in here? What?
Hey, Roadrunner still has Slipknot.
Oh yeah.
I think they still have Nickelback. So there you go.
I didn't know
I
Nickelback
would-
was still
I would
around.
not admit to that, ever. I would never.
I don't know.
admit
I
to
feel
that.
like Trapped is the new Nickelback for some reason.
Oh God.
You know.
Thank God. I don't know. That
Oh,
guy.
don't say that. He's gonna be threatening to fight you.
I would love that.
You guys
though.
need to try and you guys need to try and get him on the show.
See, I said the same thing, and he was like, "It's not a good idea." So now I'm gonna do it, just because.
It would be hilarious. He's getting a lot of press off of it, and I think he's doing everything that comes his way, just because he knows.
Oh yeah.
In this day and age, any press is good press.
Exactly, and it doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter if it's
Do
bad,
you
good.
realize what kind of shit show that would be?
That's our show is perfect for that, though.
You do realize I would not be able to keep my mouth shut, right?
Probably, it's okay. It'd be
All right,
fine.
no.
It'd be good.
If we're getting him on the show, we have to. It's got to be a dual show. We got to get Ice-T on too.
Oh my
Yes.
god.
Oh my God. And they can do it. It's like a gauntlet. It's the gauntlet, but it's
You know,
just
they're
Right?
trying to fight each other.
We could put our video in the middle of them, and we could be like, "Don't fight." Don't
Well,
fight.
I think the guy from Trapped is trying to fight Ice-T. I don't think Ice-T really gives a shit.
Ice-T was just like, who the fuck are you?
Who
Like,
are
he
you?
was just like,
Why are you? Why are you talking to me?
yeah.
So, what do you guys have going on right now as a band?
You're looking at it.
Well, yeah.
Well, that's mainly everyone. You know, we are writing, so that's basically, long story short, we were getting ready. I think it was about to be March 15th. We were supposed to go into the studio to record our record. We have about 30, 40 songs written, demoed out, ready to go, and it just stopped because of, you know,
Yeah.
viruses and
She who must not be
COVID
named.
and everything that everyone could, wants to name it. So yeah, so it stopped, and
bitch that
now
took
we're
my sense of
slowly
smell.
trying to book dates for what's next.
I was gonna say, because a lot of bands we've been talking to, it's like it's either they're writing or they're starting to schedule tours for like next year. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of their or a lot of them are doing like I've noticed a lot of bands doing like
Quarantine videos?
like quarantine videos.
Which is awesome.
Yeah, we did that acoustic holy water video.
I haven't seen it, and now I'm sad that I haven't seen it. So I'm
Oh,
gonna do that after this interview.
It's cute. It's, you know, it's just us playing it acoustically, but social distancing
That's
because
cool.
we're not all in the same area. So
I feel like
we
that's
we-
all bands right now.
yeah, a lot of very rarely will you find a band that actually lives in the same area now. So we have a member that lives in Rochester, New York. We have a member that lives partially here, but most of his time he lives in Indiana. And then there's me, and then there's Rob, who also lives here, but he lives kind of a little further away. So it's a little hard to get together every single day.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
like any distance is long right now.
Yeah.
Even if it's only like 40 minutes, you're like, that's a long way
Most
to go.
of most of the bands that we know are like that we're
Yeah.
friends with. I mean, there's very few that actually all live in the same area. I think one of the very few ones that do is most of Raven Black lives in one area.
I think all of them but one.
One.
Yeah, I think. Or don't they live in New York City?
No, they're in
No,
Michigan.
Michigan. That's who. Yeah, Michigan. Oh,
I
I
don't
was
remember
thinking
where
about,
in Michigan, but they're in Michigan.
Yes, that's what it is. Yes.
I think Stitches is the only one that doesn't live there.
And I don't know where he's at.
I think he's in L.A.
LA.
Yeah.
That wouldn't. Yeah.
Yeah, I
that
think
wouldn't
he lives in
surprise
L.A. But
Yeah, it's weird. We originally started with all the members living here, and then, you know, over the last 5 years, we lost the drummer, then we lost a guitar player, and then we lost a bass player, and then it was just like, oh, okay. And I just found my best friends. You know what I mean? I just kept asking people that I would tour with in other bands, and once their band broke up, and I'd be like, hey, you need a band? So
come play with me.
Right?
yeah, so that's basically where it came to. Is now we have like, everybody from different walks of life. So.
I just pinned a comment for you.
Oh, sweet. Oh, that's awesome. Thanks for
Yay.
listening.
Yes, we listened to Holy Water on like repeat for
I
a long time.
I still listen to it every day.
When it first came out, it was like 8 times a day. We're like just sitting there. We're like, we have to listen to Holy Water now.
That's awesome. No,
so this is one of my new favorite questions since this quarantine bullshit has happened. I've noticed a lot of people have picked up new hobbies. Have you picked up a new hobby while on quarantine?
Twitch streaming, if that's a hobby. To me, it's a hobby.
Yeah,
that's a hobby.
I would say it's a hobby. I mean, we started out doing this as a hobby before it became our full-time job.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
No, it's
a
fun.
hobby.
Twitch is cool. It's new for me because, I don't know, I normally like to separate my home life from, like, my band life, So for me, bringing that out while we're not on the road or recording has been kind of weird, and I suck at video games. I'm really bad. So, but it's kind of funny. It's funny now, because of how bad I am. So, but it's been fun. It's been fun to talk to fans and make new fans, where we don't know when the next time we're actually going to be touring. So,
yeah. See, I started doing the gaming streaming, and I'm like you. I'm not the greatest gamer in the world, and I spend the whole time making fun of myself.
yeah.
So, people like it. They thought they're like, wow, it's not some dude like boasting about how great he is the whole time. I'm like, no, I'm fucking horrible. You want to get on Mortal Kombat? Whoop my ass, please.
Yeah, that's basically me. We play a lot of those we've done a few of those where we played like the Jackbox games.
Yep. I do that.
We do. She does that.
That's fun. I'm horrible at that too, but somehow I'll like win one, and I'm just like, how? Like I'm horrible. I don't know any of these questions.
Yeah, the murder trivia party. Is that the one you're talking about? Yeah.
That's my favorite one.
Sometimes they ask stuff, and I'm like, who knows this? Like, who has this knowledge in their brain? Not me.
Yeah.
Not I at all.
So my next question is, obviously, I've been spending a lot of time watching horror films. Mm-hmm. So, are you a horror film? Do you like horror films?
I like them. So I'm actually like a scaredy cat. I don't do horror things because I get scared so easily. I love horror things. I love the imagery. I don't know. It doesn't. I jump scare very easily. Oh, yeah. It's bad. I just played a game the other day on Twitch, like to celebrate reaching a certain amount of followers. I did, oh my God, what is it called? Until Dawn.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And every single, 5 minutes, I'm just falling out of my chair, freaking out, just being like, oh my God, oh my God.
Yeah,
so,
don't play that game with headphones in. You will.
Yeah, I do it here in my studio, and I have these like nice studio monitors, and that's even crazier because it does still surround you, but you're not like confined, so it's weird because it actually makes it sound like, oh wait, there's something in that room over there. Like right. It's weird. It's
the
too
breathing
weird.
In that game, you're just like,
oh yeah.
No, thanks.
I don't know, the game that frustrates the hell out of me. You ever played the Friday the 13th game?
Oh my gosh.
I tried.
The controls are so bad.
It's such a cool idea, but someone needs to take it over and just redo it.
Yeah. The controls are frustrating.
I know, it's like, dude, I will sit there and swing at them bitches left and right, and they never die. They never die. I'm like, God, you could whoop my ass.
Like that guy that you like ripped his leg off and he like still ran away somehow.
Yeah. He's like hopping with a fucking one leg, and I'm like, what the fuck just happened? I just ripped this motherfucker's leg off and beat him with it, and he's still fucking running away. That's some bullshit.
Yeah, I tried playing it like twice, and the first time I was like, wow, like this game's broken. That's just what it feels like, it just feels, it's such a cool idea, but I think, maybe in a few years they'll do another one. So
They might, yeah. I mean, and they might do an update file for it even.
That
at
would be
some
good.
point.
Believe it or not, my and a lot of people are like, that's not horror, but it is. It is.
Yeah.
That is the whole main reason that I really loved the Call of Duty Zombies.
Mm.
That shit was fun as hell. It was done good. Like, I started way back on, like, Black Ops 2 doing the zombie shit. And, like, me and my brother, we didn't get on there to, like, do the fucking, what's your ratio kill and killing all these. No, we wanted to fucking kill zombies.
Kill zombies. No.
That's what we were there for. And I'm like, that's kind of a horror game. I mean, it's a horror version of the game.
It can get kind of scary.
Yeah, and people are like, no, it's not.
Especially when you're dying and all the zombies are like crowding around.
Yeah, I'm like, it's fucking zombies. That's horror. It's fucking zombies. How can you tell me that that's not horror?
Yeah.
That's kind of
I think it
Call
is.
of Duty.
I played the newest one. It came out maybe, a year or 2 years ago, something like that. A year and a half ago. And it's really cool because it's like back in time, like kind of like not medieval. Yeah, I guess like medieval time or Roman time. And it's really, really cool.
I haven't seen that one. We don't have the newest one, I don't think. So.
No, we don't.
No.
No, we don't.
You know what? So since you're a scaredy cat, you know what we need to do is whenever we're up your way, we need to go to a haunted house and strap a body cam to you. And we'll do Scoops and Mischief take Lee through a haunted house.
Oh yeah, we have one of the the best haunted houses here too. It's called Netherworld.
Yes.
Yep. So here in Atlanta, it's like legendary. It's crazy. They have like the line literally it takes like 5-6 hours just to get in the door.
Oh,
so
yeah.
every night.
We'll have to when we're down that way. Like the closest we'll be is like Greensboro, North Carolina this year. We might be able to like make that a stop on our way back.
Listen, I'm super down to go. I would go with y'all. I couldn't.
I think we could make that a really fun like YouTube episode.
That would be super fun.
I
don't know. I'm very I would need to go in a straitjacket so that way I can't punch anything.
I'll hold your arms like this.
Yes, that's perfect. That's perfect.
What are you doing? I'm just making sure he doesn't swing.
He doesn't hurt anyone. Yeah.
I feel like
or himself.
I feel like this needs to happen.
Oh, it's gonna happen. I'm gonna message Netherworld tonight. I'll send them an email.
It would be like a very special, like Friday Fuckery show.
That would be so fun. Yeah,
that'd be great.
We would just have to get a harness to put a GoPro on, so we could see Lee's face.
Then
they wouldn't see anything that's happening in the haunted house. Just Lee's screaming face.
Oh my god, I would just be dying. So.
Those could be our Christmas postcards right after.
Oh my god! It's just us like us like this, and Lee's like what's happening?
Literally, like my girlfriend, she'll like hide in the house, like in our bedroom. Like we have to kind of go down a hallway, and then it's straight to the right. She'll just always hide right there and just scare me, and I'll literally just I now know not to go like this. But I will drop whatever I'm carrying. So there was one time that she scared me. I had like a full plate of like fresh Chinese food from like our takeout down the street, and it's like, thanks. Well, that's your food too. So.
Right, you've ruined it for everyone.
Yeah.
You've ruined everyone's experience. Way to go.
Exactly.
So usually the question that we ask is. If you could cover any song, and it could be any genre, what would it be?
So there's like a few. We actually we've done one cover so far. It was that Helena cover from My Chemical Romance, which I turned it to be more like synth wavy, very slow, very like more emotional. But I guess I can drop it here. We just did a new cover of Mad World from Tears for Fears. So that's I'm really excited for that. So that's going to be dropping soon-ish. When we're signed to a label now, they make the decisions. I give them present. They take present and try and make present better. That's it. So it takes a while.
They hold on to present and say when present gets to get opened.
Yes, literally.
That's actually another little topic of discussion that we've been having with a lot of bands here lately is being on a label really worth it? is it worth it being on a label, or is it better off doing it DIY?
That's actually a really good question. So I will say that I love being on the right label. We were on a label before that was a lot smaller. You would think that the smaller label would care more, but they treated us like a shiny new toy that you get at Christmas, and then their birthday was 2 months later, and then they got another shiny new toy. And then they were like, okay, well, we'll just focus on this other band. And then it just kept happening. So we had a hard time, breaking through, even though we were technically probably the biggest band on that small label. They just cared way more about the shiny new toy that could be their best friend for 2 seconds, and then they would have another shiny new toy. So sometimes signing to a smaller label, I say no. Just because you can do everything yourself nowadays. You can distribute yourself. You can get Spotify playlist yourself. You can literally do everything yourself now. Besides, I mean, you can even sometimes get radio play. Like, I mean, we got radio play on Octane, but terrestrial radio, the more popular radio stations, that takes a lot of money or a lot of know-how. So for us, signing to something like Better Noise, why wouldn't we? To be on the same label as Motley Crue, Five Finger Death Punch, stuff like this that is like huge on rock radio. Oh gosh. Excuse me. Gosh. I just had dinner, so
us too, it's okay.
Very burpy. But long story short, if it's worth it. Now, don't sign like a 7-record deal with anybody, not even like a major label, You gotta be smart. And with us, we knew our worth, and we knew, we're not a huge band, but they really want this, so let's make them kind of work for it. And I think that's, at the end of the day, the biggest thing to kind of look at is signing to a label, yes, if it's worth it. Signing to some like label just because it has like 100 followers and it makes you look cool or something, or 1,000 followers and makes you look cool. It's like, nah, just work harder.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, see, and I've had so many of my friends that, because I was a musician I'm still a musician, but I just play in a band, come to me and go, oh, we signed a deal. And I could tell by the way they're acting, I'm like, how much did you pay?
Yeah.
And they're like, how'd you know that? I'm like, because you are getting scammed, my friend.
Yep.
Let me tell you how a real record label works. A record label is supposed to invest in you. You are the product. They're interested in your product, and they want to invest in your product. If they're making you pay them to be on the label, you just fucked up. You just got scammed. They just won. Would you like some baby wipes? Because I can go get you some. Because your ass is gonna hurt for a while.
Yeah, two things. Definitely gonna get some boba tea. Always in for the boba tea there. But yeah, two. Yes. So I see that too, and so many people they brag that they sign these deals, and I'm just like, no, just work harder. Just work harder, grind, and eventually someone will take notice. Something will happen. It might be 10 years from now, but it's worth it. It will be worth it.
Well, it's like I told a band the other day. They're like, well, this label wants us, but they want us to pay them $2,000 a month. I'm like, does that really sound right to you?
Then
if you're paying them $2,000 a month, what the fuck are you going to do? Where's all the money you're supposed to be putting into your band?
Yeah, exactly.
You're giving it to them. I'm like, what fucking sense does that make? Please explain that to me right now, because
I know.
That is the dumbest shit I ever heard in my life. I'm like, the secret, you want to get out there? You really want to get out there? Tour. Until you
work on your social media, make new content. There's so many things that you can do. It doesn't even have to be crazy good stuff. There's that band From Ashes to New. I don't know if you guys like them, but they're on Better Noise, and we did a tour with them last year, and they just released a mock video of Wake Me Up When September Ends, but it's Wake Me Up When 2020 Ends. The song blew up. The video blew up. It's hilarious. It had like 1 million views in like 24 hours. And since then, they started releasing new merch, and now they're getting ready to release another new song of original song, and it's just gonna build and build and build and build. That's how you get the interest into your band, not by signing some deal and making it seem like you're, cool.
Well, that's our band next week. Our band next week is Trying Times. I don't know if you've heard of them.
Okay.
But when they first came out, they did like covers of extremely popular pop songs. Like they did Senorita.
Oh yeah.
Without Me, the Halsey song.
Mm-hmm.
They did like 5 covers, like right out the gate. Boom, 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 boom. And then they came out with like full album merch. Like they went from like nothing to like 10,000 within, a matter of a couple days.
It's easy. It's easy to do that. The type of band that the Funeral Portrait is, we're a little bit more serious. We at least try to be. On social media, we're fun and we like to have fun. But when we take our music, that's why we haven't done like a bunch of covers or done like funny videos. We're more of a, we're more theatrical, and stuff like that. So.
Which I love.
So it would be weird. It would be weird if, like, in that From Ashes to New video, like the singer is running around with a dinosaur costume on. And it would be weird if I'm doing that because that doesn't fit our band,
Right. Oh yeah, I remember when we saw you for the first time. It was supposed to be like a big show. It was you guys. I set my friends on fire, and I think Anna's okay.
Yep.
And it was supposed to be this big show, but then you guys got fucked because like 2 blocks down the street.
It was Chevelle Shinedown in 10 years.
Yeah. So we went to
right down the fucking
We went
street.
to your show, and there was like 20 people there, maybe 30.
Hey, that show was still fun.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like you guys still played like it was for like 100,000 people, and it was just like 30 of us all like, woo! We could have social distance at that concert if we really wanted to.
That's what I joked about. I think I posted a meme about that. It was like our shows have been social distancing for years, and we're okay. Like we'll be okay.
Well, I mean, and going back on that show, their band was the only band that actually made me get up to my feet and go in there and like watch it.
Yeah, because we were in the bar area for most of it. Yeah.
Because I was sitting in the bar area, and I mean, being in a radio station, I kind of watch from afar. Mm-hmm. I let the fans go up and enjoy their time because I'm at shows all the fucking time. Mm-hmm. All the time. So we kind of, get back to the back and pay attention and watch, but like, you guys came out there, I'm like, fuck, all right, I gotta get up closer.
And then we waited for people to leave, and I was like, I am going to hug that singer. And he's like, he's not going to come talk to you. I was like, I will find him. So I told your merch guy, I was like, I'm going to stand near here until your singer comes by. And he's like, I'll let him know that you want to see him. And I hugged you, and I was like, you're awesome.
I think isn't that when you guys got the flag?
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I went to the merch table just to buy a t-shirt, and then your merch guy was like, guess what? If you drop $40 right now, I'll give you a t-shirt, a flag, and I couldn't remember what else he gave me.
It was probably
else.
the record, maybe, or something.
No, I don't remember what it was. Maybe a poster or something. I don't remember.
Yeah, probably a poster.
But I was like, okay, bet. Here you go.
See, I'm all for the upsell, so...
Oh, yeah, I was like, he was
that's
fabulous.
How we live, so...
He was like, oh, and it glows in the dark. I'm like, okay, yes, I need that.
We sell so many shirts because at every tour we at least have one shirt that glows in the dark. And
People
it always
just because it glows in the dark.
Yeah, I either talk about it on stage and I'm like, hey guys, we do have some merch back there, even a shirt that glows in the freaking dark. And sometimes that works really well and gets people's attention. They want to see it work. Or I even have little signs at the merch table that says, I glow in the dark and stuff. And it just gets people talking. It's now become our thing. So we always will have the glow in the dark merch. It's just fun.
I should have wore their shirt tonight. I don't know why I didn't. I didn't even think about that. We still have it.
Actually, I think it's in the laundry room. Yeah. Because you just wore it the other day.
Yeah. It's like one of my most worn shirts.
So I have a new exciting question.
Do you?
And I love hearing the answers on this question. I just started doing it last week. Do you prefer vinyl or CD?
So, growing up, I was a huge CD collector. I'm trying to think. Oh man, like thousands of CDs. I would just go to. We used to have a place here called Media Play, and I would just go there and just buy as many CDs as I could.
I know what Media Play is. I actually lived in Savannah, Georgia for 17
cool.
years, so I know Media Play.
That's awesome. Yeah. So yeah, Media Play. It was great. That was like I would go there and hang out with just friends. You know, we would just go there and just hang out. And I'd leave with a stack of anime and like a stack of CDs. And like that was my life for years.
Yeah.
So CD for me. I do have like a record player and I do listen to it every once in a while on like my nicer speakers here in the studio. And there is a quality difference. Most records are mastered differently to sound better even on vinyl. So sometimes it is cool, and it's cool sometimes to have like a big version of like the artwork. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
But really and truly, CDs. I love CDs. But now, honestly, I use Spotify because my car, my computer that I'm using right now, everything doesn't even it doesn't even have a CD drive. Like I don't have anything that actually can play CDs anymore.
See, we just bought a new computer and ours doesn't have a CD drive either. I was like, what the heck?
Yep. Welcome
neither
to
one of the new computers.
Nope, neither of them.
Nope.
So I was a big CD person up until I heard vinyl for the first time. Mm-hmm. And I'll never forget, I went into this store it was in Savannah, downtown Savannah, Georgia, and it was half CDs and half vinyl. Mm-hmm. So I'm sitting there on the CD side, and the little girl working it, she comes up and she was like, vinyl's a lot better. I'm like, oh yeah? She's like, yeah. Do you wanna listen? And I'm like, sure. And she takes one look at me, and I wasn't like, normally I'm in like jeans and some type of concert T-shirt or whatever. This particular day, I actually had to go out to lunch with my mom, so I had like a polo shirt on and everything, and she was like. She takes one look at me and she was like, I bet you I know what one of your favorite bands is. And I'm like, what? She's like, Whitechapel. I'm like, how the fuck did you know that? So she pulls out Whitechapel's, debut CD or vinyl, and she was like, you've listened to Whitechapel a million times on CD, I'm sure. I'm like, well, yeah. And so she puts it on. I'm like, God dang, that shit does sound way better. But we finally, and even then, I still didn't buy it. I still didn't buy a vinyl player until about 2 weeks ago. We just bought one.
We did.
But
the needle's broken.
We can't figure out how to work it.
Oh,
the needle's
man.
broken. I figured it out.
Oh, the needle's broken?
Yeah, I called my mom and was like, how do you work this?
I couldn't figure it out. I sat there for like 3 hours, like, dropping it. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing wrong?
I'm like, I've watched plenty of TV where you just put it on the outside and then it works.
And it just goes, yeah.
It was just sliding. It was like, whoop. My mom came over and she's like, felt underneath it. She's like, the needle needs replaced. I'm like, okay. I thought we were just dumb, so.
That's an old person thing. Old people know that stuff, so.
And the bad thing is I should probably know how.
You probably should know how.
Because I'm damn near 40.
Yep.
And
you should know how.
My grandparents had them. But here's the bad thing, though. The record player they had also played cassette tape and 8-track. Mm. Yeah. So I knew how to play the 8-track.
Yeah.
I knew how to play the cassette. But they really didn't ever listen to vinyl. Like, they had a bunch of vinyls. But my grandparents just got to where they just wanted to stick the tape in and push and do it the easy way. So they never... I never seen them play the vinyls growing up. We had it, but I never seen them use it.
I like cassette tapes. That was a big thing a few years ago that blew up a little bit. Bands started releasing cassette tapes of their record, along with vinyl and CD.
Oh, yeah.
But I kind of like it. I bought... I'm trying to think of what record it was. I think it was 3 Cheers, My Chem 3 Cheers. I bought it on cassette, and I popped it in my... I had... like a Walkman or something, and I popped it in, And I was like, oh my God, this sounds so different. It was such a different, tonally different songs. Everything sounded so different. The idea of what is an 8-track, that's funny.
My sister asked me
Makes
what a
me feel
VCR
old.
was yesterday, so I was like,
Yeah. But no, it's cool. We are going to release our next record on vinyl. It sucks. I really wanted to release our first full length on vinyl, but now that we're not in good talks with that old label, I don't think it'll ever happen unless they try and just sneak it by us, and then they won't, because then they know that they'll get the wrath of Lee Jennings. So
right, yeah, right.
So I was a big cassette collector. Like, I had one of those like big, huge square cassette holders that went on the wall that held like 200 cassette tapes. And like, I was real anal.
You're
about
showing
it.
your age.
Yeah, and everything I had to categorize everything, within alphabetical order, or it'd drive me nuts. And still this day, even whenever it went to changing over to CDs, my mom's like, do you want a CD player? I'm like, I'm scared of change. She was like, no, it's easier. It's this disc. You put it in, you close it, you hit play. And I'm like, okay. And I still remember the first album I ever bought was Smashing Pumpkins. What was it?
You said you remembered what it was.
Hold on. I gotta remember the name of the album. It was, God dang it. I'm gonna look at, Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness.
Cool. That's a good first record to
Did
buy.
you just like pick that out of the air? Because there's no way you searched it that quickly.
I did.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
That's cool. No, my first record that I wanted to buy was Evanescence. Their first record, whatever it's called, I can never remember. Oh my God, why is my brain farting? I'm gonna look it up real fast because it's literally gonna.
He's got
I don't know why. I literally listen to this record all the time.
See, I'm really bad with like.
Oh, Fallen. It's called Fallen. That
Yeah.
one that came out in 2003.
I'm bad with like. I can listen to a song and be like, yes, I've heard this before. Do I know who it's by and what the song's called? Hell no. But I can sing it to you. I can tell you what it sounds like, but I don't know like.
Yeah.
That's half of my music. Ask him, like, he'll be like, oh, have you ever heard blah, blah, blah? And I'm like, no. And then he plays a song, and I'm like, yes, I have. I lied. I didn't know what it was
So
called.
I even remember I remember the first CD I ever bought, and I remember the last CD I ever bought. Because, I mean, once Digital Age came out and everything was download, I honestly never bought another CD again. And this one, I was actually just replacing it because I had it and just wore it out, and I bought another one. But it was Marilyn Manson Antichrist Superstar.
That's a good one too.
And that was the very last one I ever fucking bought. And then after that, it was like everything fucking digital. Like,
That's just where it is now. Everything is digital.
We have like a stack of CDs from record labels.
Oh, yeah.
And an iPod.
Yeah.
Like, what was it, a German record
No, it
label?
was Earache Records.
Earache Records.
Sent us an iPod.
Like the ones with the screens. Not like I don't remember even what it's called.
That's
They just
cool.
put one song on it. They came with a charger. We're like, this is weird.
That's cool. That's a
It
cool.
was really
idea.
cool.
I miss my iPod, honestly. I do like Spotify, but lately my big problem with like Spotify is oh God, I'm trying to think. It's finding what I actually want to listen to. I have option anxiety now. So like before on my iPod, I could just bring up the iPod and I'd scroll, and I'd be like, oh, that record's awesome, boom, and stuff like that. It was so much easier. Now it's too easy.
We're talking about Bon Jovi in the comments, apparently.
So that's why I actually really, and I'm not going to say her name, our Echo show, because if I say her name, she'll start playing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I really like it because it's like a jukebox in my fucking living room.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And I could pick like, tell
Anything,
her, play
yeah.
90s heavy metal, play 90s new metal.
And it'll just start playing.
It'll just go it. And then I could tell her, skip this song. Skip that song, go to the next one. So, I I like the digital age, but a portion of me really still likes the old school stuff. I'm pretty torn.
That. At least you're willing to accept the change. You know, want to do something a little different. So.
Yeah, I accept it now.
So I have a good question.
Kind of.
What's your next hair color going to be?
I don't know. So there was this video. So there was this live video that I just posted from like 2 years ago, and it made me think because I was like, wow, this looks really cool. And it's like, here, let me see if I can show. So I'm the one, of course, in the middle. It's silver, but it's like kind of like bluish as well.
Oh yeah, I see it. That's neat.
Yeah, so like I'm thinking about going back to that. I don't know. It just, if you could tell, my roots are all the way over to here, where they normally start like right here. So like, my hair is a mess right now. So it's ridiculous because my hair actually goes down to here because I do the black, you know, and then the color.
See, it's grown a ton too because your hair was only probably about like shoulder length when we saw you.
At least you can grow hair.
Yeah, your hair doesn't grow very good.
No, it doesn't.
It grows and then it breaks off.
It grows to like my shoulder and then it just breaks.
It just breaks, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and we've tried everything.
Like I've tried. I have not cut my hair in years, and it only goes to my shoulder and just that's it.
Well, at least you don't have to pay for haircuts.
No. Well, I gotta shave the sides of my head and the back.
Oh yeah.
Which I can do. We don't pay.
She does that, but no, I don't ever cut it because it just breaks off.
Yeah.
It's the weirdest shit I've ever seen. And then if I try to dye it, it just falls out.
It just falls out.
That's I know a lot of people like that, and I knocking on wood that hopefully, you know, I am 30 now, so hopefully, you know, within the next 10 years it doesn't happen. You know, maybe when I'm pushing the 50, you know, I would be okay with it, but if it happened anytime soon, I'm gonna cry. I don't know what this is my thing. Like my hair is like my thing. So it's like, oh no. Because I have like the same stylist I've had for like over 10 years, and she knows exactly what to do, and she's really good, and you know, I treat her very well because she treats my hair very well. So it's like, so.
Okay, so we're at the part of the show where you guys get to ask questions, whatever you want. I'm sure Lee's an open book for the most part.
Yeah, I don't.
It always gets weird. This is for those of you that are new to the Friday Fuckery show. This is the third time we tried interviewing Lee. The first time, I don't even remember what happened. The first time, something happened. But the second time it just
wouldn't even connect.
Like it wouldn't connect at all. And then the second time we got him for like 5 minutes in a hotel in Denver. And
that sounded really bad.
That sounded
really
on the phone.
Really bad.
on the phone. Whoa, reverse on the phone. And then the connectivity wasn't working there either because we were in the mountains. So. So yay, it worked this time.
We're here. No, this is really professional. Looks great. It sounds great.
We're a step up from before.
Yes. At least you're not, you know, we're not in a hotel room. So.
Right? Or are we? Da, da, da.
Do you have a favorite song to perform? I do. That's actually it changes every tour, honestly. Because I think it more depends on like the set. So like if it's like slower at the beginning and faster at the end, or we have like these kind of things to like make it in the middle, you know. So it depends. I think right now, on the last tour, I'll base it off of that. There was this song called "Run," which is going to be on our next record. It's like really fast, really fun, just all over the place. We get to like run around and just like be silly. I think that one's fun. Holy Water too. Holy Water just because it's become like bigger. You know what I mean? It's like people know it.
People
you know,
it,
like,
yeah.
Random people will show up to shows and just be like, "I heard your song Holy Water on the radio," and I'm like, "Wow, okay."
Yes.
Yes, actually. I do. I recorded their band, actually. I remember I recorded them. I don't know. I think that was the band I actually recorded. I remember, yes. So I recorded their first EP that they did. So, because I that's what I do for a living when I'm not touring,
Yeah.
is I record bands. So, yeah. So Ty, he's a cool dude. So. Oh, there we go. So no, unfortunately, I have not done that. That sounds like my drummer, Homer. His name's Homer. Okay, so let's start it that way. He's the guy. He's the party guy. He's the guy that's what he wants to be. Tommy Lee. You know, he wants to be that guy. I stay inside the van or at the merch table and just hang out by myself. I don't drink. I don't party. I just, to me, my thing is playing the show and getting to meet people. But my drummer Homer has definitely done that. So, hey, yeah, your face looks on fire.
Your mouth is on fire.
That's because it is.
Oh yeah, so as you can't tell, she's an amazing fan. So here we go. So we played in New Jersey in November. And one of our friends, Sarah, and fan friends, because I'm friends with like everyone. So, Sarah, she brought like a thing of holy water. It was like this big, and it was full of holy water, which, by the way, smelled disgusting because it was like, I don't know what it was.
Did she steal it from church?
Yeah, I don't know, but she brought it and she like gave it to me, and I grabbed it and I like opened it up and I started just like, you know, doing that to everyone. I just got it everywhere. It was so much fun.
Do you know how many naked babies were probably bathed in that water and they probably pissed in it?
That's why it smelled so bad. Okay. Who would you like to collaborate with? That's actually, you know, I could answer it very easily and be like, oh, one of my idols from My Chem or something like that. But no, honestly, I would rather do someone younger. That's actually a good question. Like good songwriters. So like there's this band, Nothing But Thieves. They're just this guy, the singer, his name's Connor. He has this voice of an angel. Like this just soars through, and it just is like, oh my god! Like I wish I could sing that well. And like, yeah, I know people say, oh, you got a good voice, but like this guy, I could practice every single day for like a million years, and I could never touch this guy. So check out the band Nothing But Thieves. They're a huge British band. They do like arenas and crap, but like I would love to work with him just because he's a great songwriter and an incredible singer. I fucking love Homer. Yeah, Homer's wild. Homer, y'all have no idea. The other night we were literally. I was streaming, and Homer comes in, and he's super wasted, and he starts taking off his shirt, swinging it around, and we started singing a Kid Rock song on stream. So that was our night. So, have you guys finally decided to duct tape? Yes, that's gonna happen. It is gonna happen. So.
Pixar, it didn't happen.
Oh, you know there will be. Oh, God, yes. Rob on the amps. Yeah, like shows like that. Because, like, yeah, we'll, like, get on the amps and just start running around. I don't know. We like to put on a good show. I think at the end of the day, people want entertainment. And if you go up on stage and you're just like, here's some songs, and I play like this, people are going to walk out of the room.
Like
people just don't care.
2000s emo band.
Yes. Like, and don't get me wrong, we are like, I label us as emo, I label us as like that kind of vibe, but we don't wear it like that. We try and put on a good show. We're entertainers.
One of the worst shows I ever seen was actually an emo show, and it was Hawthorne Heights.
Oh no!
And
don't come from my childhood.
I am because
my teenagehood.
Everybody kept saying, "Okay, now the all three bands that were there. Two of the bands were amazing." And one of them is actually still to this day one of my favorite like emo skater pop punk type bands. But I love Story of the Year.
Oh,
like
awesome.
Story of the Year,
yeah.
I fucking love. And them motherfuckers are the most energetic, insane son of a bitches I have ever seen in my fucking life.
They like throw their guitars at each other and stuff.
What?
Yes, they'll like
That
switch
seems
guitars,
extremely dangerous.
throw guitars at each other, climb on top of fucking rafters hanging upside down, playing fucking
Rafters
guitars.
or raptors?
Rafters.
I said
Both.
raptors. I was
Raptors,
like, they have raptors.
Like they are,
They have show raptors.
like
Yes.
I was in Atlanta for Music Midtown years and years and years and years ago.
I was there because Story of the Year played that year.
Yes, I was there, and one of them sons of bitches jumped clean off the fucking stage and into the fucking crowd, guitar and all, and kept on playing and didn't miss a fucking beat.
Crazy.
The most insane shit I've ever seen in my life.
I would have had a heart attack.
So they played. They were actually the second band up, and it was. I can't remember the first one. They didn't last very long. They were like a one hit wonder band. They brought out one hit and then you never seen them again. I remember who it was. It was Lost Prophets.
Oh.
The,
Now their singer is in jail. Yeah.
Yeah, the child.
Good to
The
know.
child molester.
Yeah,
Oh,
the child
shit.
molester.
Oh, no.
I remember. I told you about him the other day when that came up.
Yes, you did. Mhm.
It was them, Story of the Year, and Hawthorne Heights. And Lost Prophets didn't do shit. They just stood there. Hawthorne Heights, the lead singer sat on a bar stool the entire show. And the rest of them just kind of sat there and played. And Story of the Year made them look like
I bet.
shit.
That's good. That's awesome.
That's the way to do it.
After
I
that
love
show,
doing that.
no one was at their merch tables. Everyone was in line at Story of the Year. And that's just to
good,
go
though.
to show his comment about people want entertainment. If you're an entertaining band and you go out there and just fucking put it all on the line, you're good.
Yeah.
You're going to make it.
Anna wants to know your ideal ice cream flavor.
Ooh. So I really like butter pecan. I think that's a southern thing. Butter pecan is definitely like a southern thing. That is probably that or like a mint chocolate chip or listen, Dole Whip. I don't know if you
Yes.
guys have ever had Dole Whip, but see, I don't treat Dole Whip as like ice cream because it's like
It's like
it's just
pineapple
kind of
soft serve.
yeah. It's like
pineapple juice.
it's like frozen pineapple
It's yummy.
juice.
When we go to
basically.
Disney, I'll get you one.
Yeah, it's a Disney World thing.
Yes, I love Disney.
Yes.
I have the weirdest ice. I like peppermint ice cream.
Okay. Like mint, like a mint.
Like, no, peppermint.
No, like candy
straight
cane.
up
Oh, candy cane.
Yeah.
Yes. That
Okay.
pistachio
Oh,
are my two
Jesus.
favorites.
I like pistachio too.
Blah.
I love ice cream. Ice cream is like my freaking thing. I don't like cake. I don't like cupcakes. I'm not a huge donut fan. I love ice
So
cream.
after the haunted house, we'll have somebody waiting at the end with some ice cream, and you'll forgive us after.
Beautiful.
Like
Beautiful. Beer or liquor. I don't really drink, but liquor definitely. I hate beer is disgusting. Beer is literally the most disgusting thing I've ever. Yeah. Beer is literally the most disgusting thing I've ever tasted in my life. And don't tell me you haven't had the right one. No, it is disgusting.
See, I'm the same way. I hate beer. I don't like. I think it's like the yeast.
Yeah,
or
it's
like
the
the
hops.
hoppy.
The
Like I don't
hops.
like that. Yeah.
Me neither.
But I have found one beer that I like, and it's only served in Louisiana at like 2 different breweries. That's it.
That's cool.
And like I almost got like tricked into it, I guess, because the bartender's like, "Well, what do you drink?" I'm like, "Well, I like coconut rum. That's like about it. Like apple
Yeah.
pucker. Like." He's like, "So you like sour?" I said, "Yeah." He goes, "Well, I have this sour beer that I think you'll like," and I'm like, "I highly doubt it, but I'll try it."
Yeah.
He's like, "Okay." So I take a shot of this, and I was like, "Okay, actually, I do like that."
Wow, that's cool.
So I went and found him. I had this whole beer in my hand, and he's like, "I just got a beer." I was like, "No, this one's for me." He's like, "What?" He like called all of the management at Hellfire. He's like, "Mischief's drinking a beer."
I did. I was calling people at like 2 a.m. in the morning to tell them that she was drinking.
That's
a
how
beer.
much I hate beer. I just
Everybody
don't.
knows I love beer. Like I will crack open a beer at 9 a.m. if you let me.
That's Homer. That's my drummer Homer. That's how he is. So
And I
shower
love
beers and stuff like that.
I love craft beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like IPAs is usually what I drink. Like anything super the hoppier the better.
Oh, see, he just does like Bud Light.
Oh hell no.
And
Like,
White
he
Claw,
just, like,
apparently.
Oh,
he
no,
likes
I will
he
not
likes
touch
piss
it.
water. He likes piss water.
And White Claw,
That's
apparently.
piss water.
Yes,
Yeah.
and White Claw. We all love. They all like White Claw. I don't like seltzer water, so it tastes disgusting. So.
Nope. I'm with him on that. That shit's fucking caca.
Yeah, like LaCroix and stuff like that. I hate that.
No.
Yeah.
No. Hell no. Give me my damn IPAs and I'm fucking happy.
That's good.
Occasionally I'll do liquor, but not very often. It's
Yeah.
very, very rare because I like to be in control of my body. And when I
He's
do
definitely not on
liquor,
liquor.
I am not in control anymore. Jack Daniels is definitely driving the fucking crazy train, and it is not going to end well.
I
It's gonna
get. I
end with me
understand.
naked, humping something,
Yes, seriously.
and it's just not going to end well.
Oh, that's hilarious. Next time that we see y'all at a show or we hang out, it's going down. So
It's going down. I'm
we're
telling
gonna
you, I'm
make
not
you hit
kidding.
the bottle. We're gonna make you hit the bottle. See, I'm an instigator. I make sure that everyone's having fun. So like I make sure people are drinking and stuff because I'm like, oh, have fun, come on, and I just laugh my ass off the whole time.
Yeah.
See,
seriously,
I'm
we're
an
gonna have to do
instigator while drinking.
that. Right.
Up
Exactly.
until I become naked and your best friend.
At the same time.
Here's the nice thing is I'm never ever a mean drunk. Never.
Nope.
I will be your
He's
best.
either happy or naked, or
Yeah,
both.
yeah, yeah. Well, I'm always happy. I'm always a happy.
Sometimes
drunk.
happy and naked,
Always.
though.
That's
But it depends on whether I keep my clothes on or not.
Yeah.
I'm pumped. I'm pumped to hang.
It'll be so fun.
It's gonna happen.
I don't think Netherworld is ready. I'm going to email them tonight, so.
It's gonna be crazy. Okay, so this question: if you ever had the opportunity to tour with Rob Zombie, what even is that a question? Of course. Like tomorrow? Can I go tomorrow? Like that would be great.
No, the
When do we
Rona's
start?
I know. Like when do we start? No. So that actually reminds me. So that question: we are planning eventually, when we can, to do more theatrics with our show. Sets, that kind of thing, like In This Moment, how they do, or Motionless in White, all of them have these cool sets at least behind them, or they'll have like someone that can come out on stage and do stuff, like I don't know, like I remember even Panic at the Disco back in the day, like when I was super young, they had like a circus that toured with them.
Yep.
And it was just like, what in the world? Like I couldn't even be like, oh my god, the idea
that's
of that.
been the talk
So.
with us. Like Raven Black wants us to go with them so bad to be a part of like hype guys for their show. But
That'd be cool.
We haven't been able to do it because they've always been like touring in with other bands. It hasn't been them as the
Headliner.
the headlining band.
Yeah, for some reason, Cradle of Filth didn't want us there.
Yeah, we were actually supposed to go do that whole tour. We were supposed to go
Yeah.
on tour with them with Cradle of Filth, and they did not want the creepy clowns there.
No.
So, which I don't blame them. You know,
That would have
the
been
whole
fun though.
goth thing. Yeah.
Like, we could be goth if we want to.
Yeah. Hey, today's National Goth Day, so
Woo!
Actually, my new mask would kind of
It
fall
would fit,
into
yeah.
the goth thing once it gets here.
Yeah, once it gets here.
Once it gets here.
Screwball is not amazing. Whoever said it was is a liar. Have you tried it?
I have not.
It's
Is
a
it-
peanut
what-
butter whiskey. It's not
Does it
good.
actually taste like?
No.
It tastes like peanut butter, but it also tastes
no, the
like
fucking
burning
does
fire.
It tastes like fucking peanuts and leather.
That's a more accurate representation, yeah.
Ugh.
Yep. It
'Cause
literally
I can taste
tastes
leather
like
right
it
now.
tastes
Like in my
you took
mind,
a-
I'm tasting leather because we've all like licked things before, and been like, what is that? I literally can taste leather right now, and I'm like, oh, that's gross. Because like you walk into like a Renaissance festival, and it kind of tastes like leather.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm tasting right now.
No, it's literally like taking a coffee cup of black coffee and dumping peanuts in it and throwing some leather in it and letting it like marinate for like 24 hours and then drink it. That's what it tastes
So
like.
I suck, y'all. The scrolling bar I just put up was supposed to be scrolling the entire time, so let's pretend that it has. But make sure you check out the store below, because it's a link tree, so it has everything that you could ever want to find.
Yeah, it has
we
all
need
the
one of
links
those. I've never seen them till like recently, and I love the idea of it.
Oh yeah, and for me, I have it so that like you just go to TFP Coffin Crew, and it's the link tree itself, because a lot of people, they'll just be like linktree.com/the funeral portrait or something, you know, and I was like, no, I want like my own URL. So I like looked into it, and I was like, oh, you can just buy a URL for like $10, okay, like like that's easy. So
my dude,
my dude, I'll do that too. Boom,
fist
boom.
bump. This isn't me punching you. This is a fist.
This fist bumping you.
Takara said she could be Homer's babysitter.
Oh, that please, you can't. That's the problem with him. He literally is so crazy. He just
Takara's babysitted me once.
She did. She was at our house. This was the first time she ever met us, by the way. She drove from Wisconsin to help us with a charity event here in Nebraska. And
a far drive,
we played
right?
Tipsy Chicken on the live feed, where like it's like Truth or Dare essentially. So like you do the dare card and then you don't have to drink, but if you chicken out, then you have to drink so many shots or whatever.
Oh my
God. She kissed me. That was one of her dares, and and then he got so drunk that he called her Jelly Jesus Baby.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was my Jelly Jesus baby.
Yeah, because he's like, I love you. I said, I love you too. He said, and I love you too, Takara. But like a sister, because you're too big to be my baby. And then she's like, thanks. And he's like, so you're like Jesus. You're like a Jesus baby, a big jelly Jesus baby. She's like, this is the weirdest meet your boss day ever. But
yeah, that's crazy.
And then I exorcist projectile vomited.
Yes, you did.
Everywhere.
Yes, you did. He did. Whole cocktail weenies. Like, not chewed. Whole cocktail weenies. Just like he inhaled them somehow. I don't know. I'm like, did you even, like, think about chewing it, or you just were like...
I was drunk. I don't fucking... I went through an entire bottle of Jameson by myself.
Yes, you did.
By myself.
Oh my God. Now then I know why you don't drink liquor.
Yes, he's better on beer. He doesn't get dumb. Like, beer, you can start at, like, 10 a.m. and drink all day and be totally fine. But then, like, the minute you get liquor, he's like, yeah!
Yeah, like, take your shirt off, swinging.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
He becomes Homer.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm excited for y'all to, like, actually get to hang out with him sometime, because you could see how wild it's gonna be.
See, but then we're both going to be in trouble, because then we're going to have two people doing that.
Oh, yeah. Like, I'm wild enough to, like, jump on the table, drop my pants, and helicopter.
Yeah.
Like, it's not good. No one wants to see that. No one wants to see that.
Takara said, oh yeah, and I saw Scoops' booty as he shocked himself a few times too. Yeah, he tased his own butt.
Yeah. No, I tased my own asshole.
You did, yes.
It
was all for charity though, so
horrible.
it was worth it.
It was
Yeah, it's definitely worth it.
Oh, speak for yourself. That shit,
He's like, fuck y'all.
that shit. Have you ever seen Jackass, the number 2, where Bam Margera climbs to the top of that little fucking slam thing? They stick a dildo on the end of it and they hit the bar. He goes a bing right into his ass. That's kind of what it felt like.
Oh no.
It felt
Are
like
you sure it
I had
didn't?
been.
Hey, listen. Are you sure it didn't turn you on? You didn't get a little tickle?
Oh no.
On the inside.
That was.
Yep.
Oh yeah, it tickled
Your
inside.
heart
All
grew 10
right.
times that day.
You're like, it's only like 50,000 volts. It's fine.
My rib cage hurt for like a week and a half.
I bet.
It did. Like it went like all the way up. Like it was like getting raped by a horse.
Oh no. Oh no.
How would you know what that feels like?
I don't, but I can only imagine it. Have you ever seen the pornos of the girls getting the big old horse dong?
No.
Well, how the hell is that even humanly, anatomically possible for you to shove that whole damn thing up there?
It's like a disappearing box.
But then again, you do birth children, so...
True, yeah. It's like that, the never-ending hanky trick.
Yeah!
How's it going in there? Where is it going? Oh, that's a good question. We'll do this for our last question of the evening.
Ooh.
It's a good question.
Country? Oh, Japan. That's all I want to do. If I could tour Japan, honestly, Japan, I'd love to go to Europe, all of Europe. If I could tour the whole world at least once, then I could quit.
Then I can quit. That's it.
That's
like
it.
Have a checklist.
That's it. I do have like my favorite cities. I have like venues that I really want to play. Like I really want to play the House of Blues in Orlando because it's on Disney property. So if you're a band and you play there or an artist, they give you a day pass to Disney World. So like
Worth it.
That's dope.
going to Disney World for free? Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Please.
I didn't know that. That's dope.
That's awesome.
But we're nervous because our name, the funeral portrait, is a little, out there, and they don't.
Right.
Sometimes they didn't like Ice Nine Kills. They didn't let them play.
Yeah.
And so I'm afraid that we're gonna be hit with that as well, maybe. So like, I don't know. Maybe just that one show we can just go by TFP instead of the funeral.
Well, yeah, because I mean, your songs aren't like scary or anything.
No,
like
and
that.
I know Ice and Kills are a little bit,
Well,
but
everything
it's more
that
about
they do is based off of horror films. Everything.
Yeah. So yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, but funeral portrait songs are like super fun for the most part.
Yeah. Some are sad.
So, but I mean, they don't
Say like
sound sad.
kill people, like stab
Right.
someone in the face, like Ice Nine Kills has like songs that are like, then she bleeds again, or so I don't know. I don't know. Like
They should totally let Ghost play there.
Oh my god, that would never happen though. That would never happen.
It should.
Especially if it's on Disney property, they'd take one look at Ghost and be like,
it's because everything has to be able to be promoted.
family friendly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Even, but you can cuss at the shows and you can play your normal songs, but they at least have to be able to post your name because they post it like all over the property, even at not just at Disney Springs, they post it
But
like
everywhere.
in the world. So it's like if it's not family friendly name, they won't want it.
Right.
I
Because
think Ghost is family friendly.
the imagery is not family friendly.
Imagery's not.
Yeah.
Well, no.
Because they put a picture, it's your band logo and then a picture
Yeah.
of your band under it. I've been to Disney so many times.
That's awesome.
I am a
Me
Disney
too.
kid. He has never been.
What?
Nope. So we're going to take him next year, I think.
That's
Hopefully.
awesome. No, it's
Fingers crossed.
incredible. It's not just for kids. Everyone says, that's for kids.
I mean, I've been to everything else down there except for Disney
That's me.
World.
I'm like the excited 26-year-old, and I'm like, yeah! Meet
Yep.
the characters, eat the food.
Yes, the food's
Ride
the best
rapids.
part.
Haunted Mansion is my first ride that I
I've
go
been
on.
to I've been
Every
to
trip.
Universal Studios. I've
Not me.
been to Islands of Adventure and SeaWorld.
Universal's cool, but it's not the same. It's nothing compares to what Disney World is. You're talking, Taj Mahal is Disney, and then like you're talking like the Trump Tower is Universal Studios.
Oh.
Yep, that's why I said, and I'm like, Haunted Mansion is my first ride every trip. I'm like, I go straight to Haunted Mansion.
Yeah.
That's
We
it.
can do this.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do it. But yeah, shameless plug time. So you can plug whatever you want to plug.
That link down there, tfpcoffincrew.com. It has our songs. It has my Twitch stream. It has everything on there. I just loaded up with information. So just
Yes.
check it out.
It's
We have
very
new music
organized.
coming soon. We have that cover of Mad World. That's going to be coming first, and then a re-recorded, much better version of Holy Water is coming. So yes,
Sweet.
so
Yes,
that's going to be
Takara.
crazy. It's going to go to radio. It's going to be hopefully big. We'll see. The label really loves it, so it seems like everyone else loves it. So we're excited to see where that song can take us. I would be fine with being a one-hit wonder. So
You're not a one-hit wonder. We like all your stuff.
Awesome.
And it says, you the man.
Oh.
All right, guys. So this was our interview with Lee of the Funeral Portrait. Check out the link down below. It was totally scrolling this entire video. Go check it out. There's lots of fun stuff there. Lots of
I'm
surprises.
following it.
Right,
I'm
you're just
following it. I'm following it.
Oh, we're going the opposite way. Either way.
Either way.
But thank you for joining us, Lee. We enjoyed having you on.
I love you guys.
We love you. And we're going to be
See
taking
you.
you through a haunted house this October.
It's going to be great.
It's going to happen.
Bye, y'all.
Don't pee your pants. Bye. Okay, guys. So that was a fun interview. Next week we have Trying Times. I believe I'm 99.9999% sure.
Super excited about that.
I'm very excited about that. But yeah, so we love Lee from the Funeral Portrait. If you don't, go like the Funeral Portrait on Facebook. Go follow Lee's Twitch because you know right now bands need your help with staying afloat and that kind of thing.
More than ever.
So go follow on Twitch. It's free. It helps him grow his channel. We love you all, and we'll see you guys Monday for Shit Show Theater.
Yep. See you guys.
Maybe.